and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Horizon Zero Dawn. My name is Kelthos, and in the last episode we had finally killed that Thunderjaw that we died many times to, and then we waited with that Three Toes guy until Vanasha and the Queen, that I can't remember her name, and Edamun arrived, and then we got on the boat with them, and they sailed from the Sunfall place to Meridian. And then when they got to Meridian, Avad thanked me and welcomed them and said he'd keep them safe and stuff. So then we went on with the main quest, and Silence helped us get into this bunker that's underneath Sunfall. But in order to get in, we had to override some stuff because the door was broken, and it turned on the venting process, which turned on the fans on the outside, which alerted the Shadow Karja that this place exists. So they're going to be down here soon too. But in the meantime, we were exploring this place and seeing what kind of waypoints we could find, so our data points. So in this episode, we're going to continue doing that and continue on from there. So here we go. Sorry, that was kind of a long intro, but a lot of stuff happened again. Okay. What is over here? Whole bunch of supplies. I will take them. Get over here and get out. And continue on.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Okay. Shall do that in a moment here. Oh, we already got that one.
What was this place?
No, let's find out.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies.
Oh,
Zero Dawn is not a super weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable.
But then how'd you survive?
No matter how many we kill, the robots
Well, you
just
didn't,
keep
but you know what I mean.
exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Well, what are they gonna do then?
That doesn't make sense. life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He just said that there was more.
It could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us.
They rebuilt.
I've got to keep looking.
They didn't stop it. They
How she
rebuilt.
did.
Somehow. Enter the viewing room.
Kestrels.
No. Kill the shadow.
Through the
character.
vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
They don't even know what this place is. What's up here? Drop down. Oh, there's a data point here. Interview Dr. Shu Wei.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible. But it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Because you might need that to retain humanity's like history and stuff. Somehow. Okay, let's go back over here and get back down. Die. What is this? Interview Tom Peach.
It is accurate, yes. So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them? Not
course.
just people. All organic matter. Every living thing. Dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution. Liquefied. The miracle of life produced some bloody biofuel. In a word, yes. Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here? No, Doctor. Please, tell him Tom Pike wants a word.
Hi, not
Get
Peach.
off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
What's that gonna do for you, though? Travis Tate.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
About what?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malcolm.
Price on the head.
Don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate,
Conflict
I'm clearing you to
cappuccino.
proceed. Just go.
She's had enough of his shit. Brad and
Previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm
some
sorry
things
to say
can't
I
be
was ever
undone,
proud of
dude.
it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
That's where you went wrong, thinking there's no limits. What is this here? This is just another way in. What is this place? That's where we're supposed to go. Okay. Where does this go then? Other place we're supposed to go. Oh, there's a thinger here. Interview Ron Fielder.
Look,
or
let's cut the
Felder.
mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save?
Are they actually
The whole
creating a
generation ship
colony
concept
ship, or does he just
is
think
not
they
gonna
are?
happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage we're talking, a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. Even if you do it, even if you build it and put it in Sirius X,
Run.
there's no room for people out there, alright?
I said run.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Calling for a sedative or something.
Something broke.
Die. Something broke?
Blood. For the rightful
Damn it. Die.
We're too close to that tribal print to stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
We don't know yet. Interview Captain Oli.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Mrs. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
Yep.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Yes, what is left? Suzanne Alpert.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us.
That's what they
Enduring
say.
victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Did they ever? Let's find out. Counselor Guidelines 1. Okay. Oh, it's a reading one. For debriefing after Presentation 1, candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for several mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm, Addendum B1, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, Addendum C1, C2, and C3, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to proceed to Presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus security and medical crisis teams are data corrupted. Wow. At least they had support structures in place for people. I guess, as much as they can, anyway, in this kind of situation. Let's see what else is over here. If there was anything else. That just leads to the second room, I think. That we were just in, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go back. And keep going, I guess. Go this way. There's nothing, right? Yeah, that just leads back to where we were. Okay. Okay, and then we need to go this way. I am confused a little bit, but I think we got it. Yeah, then we go through that door. let us go on.
CDO2 data intact. Initiating playback.
Oh, there's a timer. So after this,
You've heard the bad news,
clip, I'll have to
and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness.
Really?
What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted.
So the subordinates
Hardware
won't
that
be AI,
preserves
but the
and
main
then
one will be.
gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction
This is like
of underground facilities to
mind-blowingly
hold
awesome.
it all.
I remember the first time I found out about this
We don't
when I
have
played
to
the
build
first
the
time.
entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved
So that's what the machines are
to
for.
rewilding the Earth with
That's
animal
awesome.
life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
That's why they were gathering all those experts and stuff too, to help them out with every aspect of it.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yeah.
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us.
Yep.
But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot?
We'll have to find out.
Why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Perhaps. We'll find out in the next episode. In the next episode, we'll continue on and see what the hell's going on with Hades and why he's malfunctioning and why he ended up inside of a machine instead of where he was supposed to be. I want to thank you all for watching, and if you like what you see, I suggest you subscribe to my channel so you can see the new videos I post every single day. And if you really like the videos, I'd really like it if you could leave a thumbs up and a comment. That way I could have some interaction on my channel and know that people are actually watching and actually care. And if you want to know when I post my videos, exactly when I post them, the best way to do that is to turn on your notifications as well. I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.